Optics for precision shooting.
On the western edge of the majestic Texas Hill Country, the JL Bar Ranch and Resort gives guests an unrivaled experience. Spanning 13,000 acres, the ranch is designed solely for hunting, corporate retreats, and unique events. It is one of the most exclusive properties in the southern United States, featuring exceptional hospitality, luxury cabins, fine dining, and a full-size airport. In the summer of 2015, Bob and Chris stayed at the JL Bar for a week of varmint and predator hunting, but are now back this year to host a shooting school for a few visiting MOA rifle clients. Following the same format as the Oregon Extreme School, Bob begins classroom instruction before live fire practice. From reading mirage and proper shot execution to ballistics and trajectory validation, all fundamental to advanced topics long range are covered. Following the class session, a light lunch is served in the dining hall. The rest of the afternoon will be spent at the range, learning and refining the basics.
So we're going to spend our time doing the 100-yard today, and we're going to start it by you guys shooting however it is you want to shoot. Okay? So I'm going to take an inventory of the items per shooter that I see that we're going to correct based on you guys doing what you do without me telling you at first. Okay, so again, shot strings are 3, bolts out. Other than that, I'm pretty much saying let's get after it. The reason that we teach these courses in the prone is because, again, we're wanting to shoot an extended amount of range and we don't have the ability to have a rest or a bench out in the field, right? So we've got to take our body and our tools and use them to the best of our ability to make the most solid platform you possibly can have, right? Because you're now going to consider to take an animal at 800 yards. Okay, we need to be as solid as we can. We're not going to do that offhand or off our knee most likely, okay? All right, so since the body is mechanical and he's on target, now he is finally in line with it, you can control your hips and your pelvic, Tim, by how far you spread your legs and how you turn your ankles to the ground. And what will happen is the more you figure that dynamic out, you're going to get lower and lower and lower to the earth, creating more body surface to the earth and then less movement at the shot, okay? Bowman, we got to shift your hips, buddy. There you go, a little bit more for me. One more nudge. There you go, good job. Takes that kink out of that leg I'm talking about. It's nothing more than a trigger press, guys. First and foremost, I'm gonna repeat, because I like to repeat so that it sticks. We're gonna, when the rifle's set down, all your fiddling around is done, shooter gets introduced straight. Okay, we got it. Then you're coming in, you're positioning your hand to make the shot, right? You're getting the safety dealt with, trigger form dealt with, all these kind of things, right? Okay, does anybody have an idea what the next one should be?
Bubble.
Bubble, right? So now we've got a massive amount of the form and stuff down on the ground. Now we've got to get into the little fine things, right? For me, I'm going to then take 3 in my nose and 3 out of my mouth. Once you have your 3 breaths committed, if I'm ready, I'm rocking and rolling. If I'm not, then I might go to 4, I might go to 5. I'm not necessarily looking for a 3 sequence every time, but I'm saying commit to 3 at first. Really gain your composure and gain your focus, all right? And pretty soon what you're gonna realize is you're gonna get this giant steady spot at the bottom.
This segment is brought to you by the Nightforce NXS 5.5 to 22 rifle scope. Available in 50 and 56mm objectives. Features the high-speed zero stop, a 30mm tube allowing for 100 minutes of adjustment and multi-coated glass. Producing superb resolution at high magnification. Extreme Store presents the Ready to Hunt Rifle Series. Includes a new MOA rifle, custom-loaded ammunition, sight-in and validation work done over 1,000 yards. Complete and ready for the field. Visit extremestore.us for current inventory.
All right, has everybody got their ears? Range is going hot. All right, John, go ahead. There's a hit, next to center. Great elevation. Go ahead, Tim. It looked like right edge, so the wind is going from left to right. Hold left edge of plate, Tim. Go ahead, John. Dead center. All right, Chris, go ahead. That was dead low. There you go. Dead center. Nice shot. Nice. Chris, you ready? Go ahead, send it. Nice. Good job. You tell me when you're ready, John. Okay, I'm ready, send it. Bam. I'm on at 6. I'll tell you right now, that wind's picked up just a little bit more, guys. It might be a minute wind hold now. Bam. Dead center, bullseye. 2 in a row, right there.
How much wind does he have in, Bob?
He's just holding right edge of plate. So 700 yards, it's a 2-minute plate. You know, he's got a minute in there anyhow. 1 minute. You need to come up 3/4 of a minute. Okay, Chris, I want to see your rangefinder. I'm gonna drop 20 feet a second out of it. Here's what I don't like. What I don't like is that we're way up when we don't necessarily need to be. I'm gonna cut that distance in half.
I was trying to save more fat neck.
Well, I know. That's the problem.
I done take that thing 40 times.
That's the problem. That's why you're missing.
Is that the deal?
That's it. That is the deal. That's the entire deal. When these stupid things come loose, when these things come loose that this shakes, I guarantee you're not missing because you're missing. You're missing because that. Yep, I guarantee you hit it right now. Did you hit it?
Okay, you're right.
Hit it? Yeah.
Oh, he's going left. Coming out left. Coming out left.
Yeah! Finally!
Good job! Yes! That was the longest ever.
9.5 hours.
9.5
Sorry to look a little
hours.
violent, but my nerves are about shot. Man, oh man. 605 yards, 9.5 hours. Big bull down, finally.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits was brought to you by the Extreme Shooting School, hosted by Bob Beck, an information-packed 2-day class. For more information, go to extremeouterlimitstv.com. Extreme Outer Limits is also brought to you by G7, Grip and Pull, Night Force MOA 1000 Rifle Scope, MOA Rifles, Night Force Optics, and Burger Bullets. This segment is brought to you by the Extreme Store. For all your brass, bullet, and ammunition needs, head to extremestore.us.
I'm over on 1,000. All right, Chris, are you on the 1,000 as well? Center one on the right. Okay, buddy, I got it. Dang, yeah! Nice freaking shot. We're here at the MOA Rifle Showroom, and today we want to address one of the most common questions that we get on a daily basis. Why a premium rifle? Or furthermore, why an MOA rifle? Well, we're going to break this into two parts. One is the technical aspect of what it takes to make a premium rifle and the costs that are associated with that. Part two we'll get to in a second, which will be the customer service side of it. Let's stay focused in on part one. Part one is, when it comes to an MOA rifle in particular, is a proven result before we ship it out of our door. We have years of experience on a multitude of hunts abroad, not just in the US, right? Multiple countries. And in those years, we've come across so many scenarios that have lended the opportunity for feedback into what we wanted in a perfect rifle. Now, the truth of the matter is there's no one tool in the world that can do every single job. That's why the wall behind us has several different models. But what we're likely going to cover with these models is the features and the need that everybody wants to fill or needs to fill for their upcoming hunt. Take this rifle right here. This is probably the flagship of an MOA rifle. This is an Evolution Extreme Sporter. It utilizes every feature that I have found through research and development, trial and error, to put this into a rifle that I know on any hunt I go on in the country, any hunt I go on in the world, I could take an Evolution Extreme rifle in the appropriate caliber and I'm gonna have a successful hunt. And that all starts back at the doors of this shop. When we field a call or an email from a customer that has an idea or a vision in mind, what we want to stress is that we're here to help, we're here to support, and most likely we have a product choice for you. When it comes down to the cost of these rifles, it's an unfortunate event that it's not cheap when you're trying to build the Ferrari of all rifles. And you're trying to do it in a turnkey fashion at a production level that can produce a rifle that a guy can have in a manageable time frame before his hunt, whether it be spring or fall, or any time in the year in between. So you take the most comprehensive, most complete and functional and high quality materials from the most coveted vendors in the country, you stick them all into one building, and then you take the machine time, the hand time, the fitment time, the testing time, to build one of these rifles, all the while ending up in a situation that we can test. We test each rifle that we ship, no matter whether it's going to a dealer or a consumer. We test them at 100 yards to prove that they do a better than half MOA accuracy with a couple different load combinations. And then we literally turn the rifle 180 degrees and it's got to produce yet again a half MOA or better at 800 yards. And until each and every one of these rifles can meet that expectation, it's either gonna come back into the shop and get reworked, or it's gonna get cleaned and ready to ship. Let's segue from there to the customer service side of it. It's what we call full circle. The group of companies that MOA Rifles is associated with has an outstanding amount of field experience. We have our own outfitters camp in Wyoming, and we have an accessory company. So we can take and accessorize your rifle. We can give you the customer service to the point that when you call, you're going to get somebody on the phone. If you're on top of a mountain and you can get cell reception, you're gonna get somebody here in business hours. If you send in an email, you're going to get a response. From there, should a guy choose and wants to come to our coveted camp, we can literally take you on your next long-range hunt and show you all the tricks of the trade that we use to be successful on all of these hunts using these premium rifles built by MOA Rifles. For more information on any of the rifles, any of the models, lines, specs, or details, feel free to go to moarifles.com, send us an email at info@moarifles.com, or better yet, just pick up the phone and give us a call.
This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Benchmark Barrels, the rifle barrel of choice for long-range hunters, competition shooters, and sport shooters worldwide. Ask for one on your next rebarrel or custom rifle build. This segment of Extreme Outer Limits is brought to you by Kestrel Ballistics Weather Meters, the perfect match of long-range ballistics and environment. Get precision aiming solutions for your gun, your load, and your shot.
Bottom 6 o'clock, great wind. So these two guns might be a little different, right? He's hitting a little lower, you're hitting a little higher.
What do you think I should adjust that?
I would take yours up half a minute.
Bullseye, baby.
Dang, nice shot.
Bullseye, baby.
Wow.
That was a hell of a shot.
Whoever says you can't pull off first shot 1,000-yard hits, I'd say that disproves it. I'm intentionally not giving you guys your wind call here. I'm telling you what it's doing. I want you to figure it out. I'm telling you what the wind is doing. I'm not giving you numbers. It's a right to left wind right now, Chris. Boom! First shot hit. You're a little high, a little left, but you got a first shot hit at 12. Nice job. You were a half minute high, and you were off edge plate left. .12 excellent wind call. I'm on 12. So Mike, you on 12? All right, I'm on it. Both hits. Tim was dead center elevation 3 o'clock. You're dead center wind 6 o'clock. Dang, yeah! Nice freaking shot.
After a long day of smacking steel and perfecting protocol to successfully execute a long-range shot, the group heads back to tour the grounds and visit the general store, where they can handle the latest MOA rifles. As evening sets, the table fills up for another fine dining experience with unique and tasty dishes. As an added bonus to finishing the trip, instead of picking up rifles the next morning, they trade for shotguns to break some clays on the JL Bar's private skeet range.
Nice shooting.
There you go, baby. Now you talk.
There you go. Nice.
Star Valley Outfitters, now owned and operated by Extreme Outer Limits, is one of Wyoming's premier hunting locations, offering opportunity on trophy elk, bear, deer, and moose. For more information, go to ExtremeOuterLimitsTV.com. Extreme Outer Limits is also brought to you by McMillan Stocks, Benchmark Barrels, Kestrel Ballistics Weather Meters, Lapua Brass, passion for precision, and Vitavuri Powder, the power of accuracy.